Creating an effective SaaS marketing strategy involves finding effective ways to attract the audience and reach customers. And there is no single way to make this happen. Instead, successful SaaS brands use a combination of channels and strategies. We are going to discuss a set of proven strategies here, following which you can ensure a solid branding, better lead generation, and improved revenue flow. So let's get started with the first strategy, that is how to define metrics for your SaaS business. Before rolling out any sort of marketing strategy, whether it is short term or for the long term, you need to be very clear about how you are measuring success. Establishing key performance indicators, that is KPIs, and milestones will help you track and communicate your marketing ROI. Although most SaaS organizations are familiar with KPIs for their business, such as the number of users, monthly recurring revenue, and churn, marketing KPIs are often overlooked. Marketing KPIs dig deeper in order to track the success of your marketing efforts. Establishing key performance indicators and milestones will help you keep track and communicate your marketing ROI. It is important to note that it is easy to become number obsessed, especially with access of all kinds of data. Before you know it, you could be reporting on 20 to 30 KPIs and losing sight of what's truly important. Let me give you a full analysis of several essential marketing KPIs that you should be tracking. Number 1. Email marketing KPIs. There are multiple email marketing KPIs that you should be aware of. For example, open rate. Your email open rate accounts for the ratio of emails opened to emails delivered. An average open rate for SaaS companies is 19.8%. Factors that affect open rate includes email sent time, subject line, and from name. Next can be click-through rate. Your email click-through rate, or CTR, accounts for the ratio of contacts who click a link in your email to the number of emails opened. The average CTR for SaaS companies is 2.05%. Factors that affect CTR include the relevance of the email content to the specific users, the design of buttons or links to draw the contact's attention, and the wording used in the link to invoke action. The next KPI will be unsubscription rate. Your email unsubscribe rate accounts for the ratio of contacts who have opted out of receiving your emails and the total emails delivered. The average unsubscribe rate for SaaS companies is 0.34%. Factors that affect the unsubscribe rate include the frequency of emails delivered and the level of personalization you use in your emails to make them feel less like must emails. The next type of KPIs will be website KPIs. The website KPIs are very important to keep track of on a regular basis. There are a lot of website KPIs, but I'll share you the most important ones. KPI number 1, unique visitors. Your website's unique visitor metric is the number of individuals visiting your website during a certain time period. It is important to track unique visitors by traffic sources based on your marketing activities. Report on what activities are bringing in the most unique visitors so you can make more informed decisions about what channels are most effective. While you are reviewing unique visitors, make sure you take note of how many of these visitors are first-time visitors and how much time they are spending on your website. This indicates how many people are getting a first impression of your company from your website and whether they are finding the information they are looking for. The next type of website KPI will be organic traffic versus paid traffic. Your website's organic traffic comes from visitors who are finding your website from your keyword optimization efforts. Paid traffic comes from visitors who clicked on your pay-per-click ads, display ads, or other sponsored links. Here's a tip: find what keywords are driving the most traffic to your website. Knowing whether your branded keywords such as your company name or non-branded keywords such as software for health insurance brokers are driving the most traffic will give you a better idea of how well known your brand name is and where you should focus more for your marketing activities. The next type of website KPI will be bounce rate. Your website's bounce rate is a percent of visitors who navigate away from your website after looking at just one page. A low bounce rate may indicate your website isn't easy to use, doesn't provide the information your visitors are looking for, or conversely, your website visitors found exactly what they are looking for and left satisfied. The next type of website KPIs will be visitors to leads, VTL. Your website's VTL tracks the percent of website visitors who fill out a form on your website, whether that is a request a free trial, download a white paper, or a request a demo. Monitoring your VTL is a great way to keep a finger on the pulse of your overall website performance. As a benchmark, B2B SaaS companies have reported conversion rates between 3 to 15%. The third type of KPIs are KPIs for leads. Closed-loop marketing automation using marketing tools like Marketo, HubSpot, or Pardot is a good way to measure leads, especially when you will be breaking them down into subcategories like leads, MQLs, and SQLs. Within your marketing automation tool, you can set criteria that automatically identify an individual as a lead, MQL, or SQL based on actions that he or she has taken on your website. Here are the different type of KPIs for leads. Number 1, lead. Someone who is just starting to do his or her research at the very top of the funnel. This contact might have downloaded a white paper created for the potential customer at the beginning of their buyer's journey. The next type of KPI will be marketing qualified lead, or MQL. Based on this lead's behavior, marketing has deemed this lead as a qualified potential customer who on paper looks like an ideal prospect and should continue receiving marketing messages. The next type of KPI will be sales qualified lead, or SQL. An SQL is deemed worthy of a direct sales follow-up. To become sales qualified, you should have more detailed profile information and or user behavior on your website that indicates they are past the initial research stage and are more likely evaluating vendors. For example, many SaaS organizations look for a demo request submitted, trial started, or consultation request as part of their evaluation criteria. And the final type of lead KPI is lead to customer rate. Are the leads you have converted on your website becoming customers? This percentage shows how well your website is generating sales-ready leads. Track this metric over time to report on improvements and opportunities. If you're just getting started with this process because you are a startup or because you haven't done digital marketing before, you may want to pass more leads from MQL to SQL to learn more about how you're qualifying leads. Don't overcomplicate this process starting out. Make sure your marketing and sales teams are aligned and can work on this handoff together. It's better to manually evaluate more contacts at first and adding criteria as you scale. The fourth type of KPIs are for customers. It is also important to track specific KPIs for your customers so you can continue to improve your marketing efforts and marketing alignments with sales. If your leads from your marketing efforts are not closing into customers or your sales department is unhappy with the quality of your leads, these metrics can help you identify what is working and what isn't. The first KPI is churn rate, a very important parameter. A churn rate shows how much business you are losing within a certain time period. The next, customer lifetime value, or CLV. The average amount of money that your customers pay during their engagement with your company. The next, customer acquisition cost, or CAC, shows how much it costs to acquire a new customer. And the finally, CLV to CAC ratio. In one, a single metric shows the lifetime value of your customers and the amount you spend to acquire them. In your SaaS business, numbers are very important, and all the KPIs we discussed here, at a point of time you have to keep track of all of them. While you don't need to be overwhelmed with so many KPIs, have a knowledge of all of them because we are going to use these terms as we discuss other strategies in the coming lectures. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss SaaS branding strategy.